We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my darling, my cupcake. Welcome to another exciting travel vlog. My name is Amanda Oruh. Today we are going to Dresden, Germany. I'm going to spend one day in Dresden. In case you're just watching this for the first time, I have been touring Europe for some weeks now, and today we tour Dresden. Dresden is in Germany. We are leaving from Prague to Dresden. We're going by bus to Dresden. So I have uploaded other vlogs from, Venice to Ljubljana to Vienna to Zagreb and every other place that we've toured. So if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. Okay, how are you? How have you been? I hope you're fine. Okay, let's go to Dresden. Bye, see you.
Like summer air through window cracks. Oh, it feels like that, like summer sun on quiet tracks.
I ran again. I keep running every time. Because it's either I'm tired or I don't have the strength. But yeah, and somewhat I'm not feeling too great today. I woke up feeling sick. I don't know, but I'll be fine. We are now at the bus station, and we're waiting for the bus to start loading. So yeah.
I'm at a vlog.
He knows the routine now.
Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh, it feels like that, like a love song on a worn out track. Yeah, it feels.
Okay, I'm sold. This is not an ad, but I would definitely recommend RegioJet when you're traveling from Prague to Dresden. They have a great service, I must say, and I totally enjoyed my journey to Dresden from Prague. Coffee, movie, music, and all-round great customer service.
Oh, it feels like that, like the summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh,
don't be scared, your girl is safe. This is just a routine passport check at the border.
Yeah, it feels like that. Feels like that. Yeah, it feels like that. Na, 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 na.
We have finally gotten to Dresden, and it took us 2 hours to get here. 2 hours drive, 2 hours and some minutes to get here. We left at 12:30, and then we got here 2:30, 40-ish. So now we are in Dresden, Germany. I will look for how to say hello in German, so that my German viewers will know that I'm trying, right? Okay, so we want to go get a ticket for a bus.
Hello guys, I'm missing live from Dresden.
Gosh. Yeah, Igwe's voice is entering my vlog. God of mercy. Anyway, we're trying to go look for the place to buy our ticket so we can now tour Dresden. Let's go. This is Dresden Central Station, a significant landmark and a busy point of arrival and departure for travelers in Dresden. It features a distinctive architecture with large arched windows and a prominent roof structure. At least 60,000 passengers use the station daily. Ways trying to get our ticket. Maybe how much is a ticket?
€9.
€9 per person. Okay. This is the entrance to the central station, and I honestly wish I had a drone to give you an aerial view of the station. It is breathtaking, especially the architectural work. Glorious.
Wait for the night.
Guys, it's raining again. I really do not understand what is going on with this weather. It's just spoiling all our plans. Yesterday it rained in Prague. Today again it's raining in Dresden. Nonetheless, we will still make good of today. We will cover as much as we can. The rain is not gonna stop us. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I must say thank you to Mr. Kere for not all actually, for some of my videos and pictures. He was just very patient.
Stand here a while, take a little time. Since you went away, it came to a halt.
Now the tour officially begins. On arriving the city center, we were first greeted by the youngest Baroque building in Dresden and the largest church in Saxony, Dresden Cathedral. And just next to it is Dresden Castle. Opposite the cathedral and castle is the Dresden Zwinger. This was originally intended for a garden, but now houses the Semper Gallery, where you find the old master's picture, and forms the northern side of the Zwinger courtyard. One of its most famous holdings is Raphael's Sistine Madonna, a renowned painting similar in cultural significance to Leonardo's Mona Lisa. On the same Zwinger complex, you find the Opera House of the Saxon State Opera. It is considered one of the most famous opera houses in the world. First opened in 1841, it is known for its excellent acoustic and is home to the Staatskapelle Dresden, one of the oldest orchestras in the world.
It's me and small, losing momentum, trying to keep up.
Right now, I'm taking a walk to the Judgento, also called the Judge Gate. It is a significant landmark in Dresden Castle Complex, originally built in the 16th century, destroyed by fire in 1701 and later reconstructed with neo-Renaissance additions.
Reacting way too much until I realized we were different types, carrying a different.
Another structure that stood out for me is called the Frauenkirche. I'm not sure I pronounced it right. It's German. It's also called the Procession of Princes. This is a large porcelain mural located on the outer wall of Dresden Castle in Dresden. This impressive artwork depicts a mountain procession of the rulers of Saxony. It is considered the largest porcelain mural in the world. The mural was installed and painted between 1871 and 1876. Featuring 23,000 tiles and spanning 101 meters in length. Beyond the rulers, the mural also includes depictions of children, artists, and scientists, showcasing the rich historical and artistic heritage of Dresden. I noticed a group of people standing to watch this presentation, so I stood and watched, only for me to find out that this is a human robot who stands still until you come drop money in his bag, and then he turns his head to look at you and say thank you somewhat, and he moves back. It is quite interesting and artistic. We stopped by to get some few souvenirs for our family and friends. Of course, I love Dresden. Moving on. This is another remarkable landmark in Dresden. It is called Frauenkirche. That is also German. It means Church of Our Lady. This iconic Baroque church is a prominent landmark in Dresden Old Town, known for its distinctive dome and historical significance. It was largely destroyed during the World War II and meticulously rebuilt, becoming a symbol of reconciliation and peace. It is a Protestant church and an architectural representation of the Protestant understanding of faith and worship. This is the statue of Martin Luther, a key figure in the Protestant Reformation, and was inaugurated in 1885. It stands prominently in front of the Church of Our Lady. Further steps into the city, you find the Oruh Terrace. The terrace is home to several important buildings and features, including the Albertinum. The Albertinum is a modern art museum. It houses the Gallery New Miesta and the sculpture collection from 1800 onwards. The next important building on Oruh Terrace is the Kunsthal im Lipsubau. It serves as an exhibition hall, hosting various art exhibitions. This is the building just behind me. The building you see behind me is called the Dresden Academy of Fine Arts. You can also find this on the Oruh Terrace. Constructed between 1891 and 1894 in Neo-Renaissance style, it is recognizable by its distinctive glass dome, affectionately named the Lemon Squeezer due to its shape. The inscription on the facade reads a German word I'm going to write on the screen, which translates to the fatherland for adornment and honor. All of these remarkable landmarks you find on the Oruh Terrace. The Oruh Terrace is also called the Balcony of Europe. This historic promenade stretches along the Elbe River, offering panoramic views of the city's architecture and the river itself. Originally part of the Dresden fortifications in the 16th century, it was later transformed and opened to the public in the early 19th century. Beneath the terrace lies the remnants of Dresden fortress, including the 400-year-old brick gate, the city's only surviving original city gate. The terrace is a significant architectural ensemble and a popular tourist attraction known for its beauty and cultural importance. It is one of the main city landmarks. Across the Oruh Terrace is the Augustus Bridge. This historic bridge connects the Dresden's old town with the new town. The bridge has existed at this location since the 13th century, undergoing several reconstructions and redesigns throughout its history.
I know you better than anyone you know.
Today is not given. One, because I'm not feeling too well, and secondly, because the weather is, I don't know, you can see the weather is so cold and uninteresting. So the pictures, the videos are not giving at all. Coupled with the fact that my energy is kind of down because I'm not feeling too well, like I feel sick. I feel really sick, but thankfully this is like the end of the tour, so I can go home and take care of myself. Yeah, but so far so good. It's been awesome. Lots of tourists here in Dresden. Let me show you guys. It's really good. I love it. Just close to the Oruh Terrace is a bronze sculpture called Luna. The central part of the sculpture depicts a stylized moon with a face and a cloud-like element above it. Around the central image, there is an inscription in German, which translates to, "What does it matter if dogs bark at me?" Below the central piece, the word Luna is inscribed, along with a crescent moon symbol. The sculpture is a part of a larger monument in Dresden, possibly related to the bastions of the 7 planets, and features a deformed ball representing Earth and the solar system.
Where did it go? The warmth and the smoke when we were standing in the parking lot. Your mother used to swear a lot. I got gum in my head, a crowd in my head, but you helped me filling in the blanks. I knew just
Lots of tourists in Dresden. God, I feel really, really sick.
Guess whatever happens, happens. Now there's an awful lot of guessing. Say one thing we have in common. It's like my teachers cannot stop.
Guys, my people left me because I was making content and lost track of time. Now I'm trying to catch up with them. I ran again, despite how tired and sickly I feel. I ran, and now I'm at the bus station. Yeah, I'm at the bus station now, and pacing like fast walk to meet them. Yeah, it was a very short tour in Dresden. We didn't do so much because the weather wasn't really great and we're all tired. You know, we've been touring for 2 weeks now, so everyone is tired. So yeah, I hope the little I could show you made sense. Okay, let's go home.
When did we stop knowing each other? Say one thing we have in common. It's like my teeth.
Guys, I was feeling so sick here, really sick. I couldn't wait to get back to the Airbnb in Prague and just take care of myself. Gosh, I've never felt this bad.
Out of my mouth suddenly comes small talk.
It was such a cold day due to the rain and I was super hungry. I couldn't wait to get back to make some noodles, hot spicy noodles. Dresden was the final chapter of this journey, a city once destroyed, now standing proud, alive and unforgettable. And just like Dresden rose from the ashes, this trip has shown me how every city carries its own scars and its own beauty. From Venice, Italy, to Ljubljana, Slovenia, to Zagreb, Croatia, to Austria, Vienna, to Budapest, Hungary, to Bratislava, Slovakia, to Prague, Czech Republic, and Dresden, Germany. 8 cities, 1 journey I will never forget. But this isn't the end, it's only the beginning. Relive the adventure in the full Europe playlist right here, or check out what's coming next on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe because the next chapter is already waiting. Thank you so much for riding with me on this journey. See you next time. This trip was put together by Sam Cook Travel and Tours. Sam Cook always cooks.
We just sway. Don't stop now. We're